this, and then we are going to get started down in crocodile. So down on our bellies, arms out in front, stacking up forearms, forehead on the forearms. So this is super, super comfortable for some people, not comfortable for others, and that's okay. So if it's not comfortable for you, you're welcome to take a little fetal position. You could even take a little mini shavasana if you wanted to instead. So just take those mindful breaths that we like to put into the beginning of the practice. In theory, mindful breaths come throughout the entire practice, but we all know better. It was a new moon yesterday morning. New moons are a great time to kind of slow things down, refocus, recenter ourselves, and then store up that energy to kind of go on and make those changes that we need to make. So today's practice is a little bit slower. Slower does not always mean easier, though. While you're lying here in your crocodile, add in a right leg half frog. So right knee pulls up to the side. So knees in line with your hips, ankles down from the knee. So almost think 90-degree angles with your joints here. And then just allow yourself to breathe, knowing that you might be leaning a little bit more to the left side, and that's normal. This is one of those poses that I could fall asleep in and take a nap in. And if you take a nap for the next 45 minutes, it's cool. Next breath, lengthen the right leg long behind you. And then pull in that left leg, half frog. Left knee is in line with the hip, ankles down from the knee. Next, inhale, lengthen left leg long behind you. Staying in your crocodile, just bend your knees. So your feet come up towards you. Just knees bent. You don't have to put effort into it. You don't have to try to get your heels to touch your backside. Just bend your knees. And then windshield wiper legs side to side. Side to side. Taking stock of, what feels good, what doesn't feel good. Bringing your legs back down, lifting your head enough to plant your hands, push yourself up into a tabletop. And once you get into your tabletop, on your hands and knees, taking in a breath with the right knee out to the side and draw circles with your right knee. Giant circles. You decide the size and pace of these circles. Change the direction of the circle. Oh. Next exhale, bring the right knee down. And on an inhale, lift the left knee out to the left side. Circle with the left knee. Change the direction of the circle. Exhale the left knee down. Take your hands, walk them up so you're into a kneeling position. So no toe squat. We did that Monday, so no toe squat. But you get to decide whether your toes are down on the ground or you're on the tops of your feet. Purely your choice. Take the right foot, step forward into marriage proposal lunge. So everything's stacked up. Right knee over right ankle, left hip over left knee. Bring your palms together, heart center, lifting the elbows out to the sides. And then on an exhale, twist to the right. Just stay here and breathe. So it's very much an oxymoron, but I'm going to tell you to pull your right hip back just a hair in the twist while still staying in the lunge. So you want to pull that right hip back without pulling back your knee either. And again, a little bit of an oxymoron. Not really, because that's really just two words, but you know. So you have a choice to stay here in this twist, or you can add this little hinge forward. Left elbow hooks to the right thigh. So then right elbow points up towards the sky. And if you're throwing off balance, there's a couple ways you can change this. You can adjust your left foot. That can alter your balance. But then also make sure you're not just dumping into the lunge. Have strength that's lifting you up, pulling you out, but still in the hinge. Next, inhale, come back up right with your lunge, with your torso, I should say. Relax the arms down and tuck under the right knee. Left foot goes forward into that marriage proposal. So everything's stacked up. Again, palms together, heart center, elbows lifted up and out. On an exhale, twist to the left. Just hang out and breathe here. We're not in a rush. We're not trying to get to the next pose any sooner than we need to. You have a choice. You can stay right here with a twist, which is a great twist, or you can add that hinge, right elbow hooking the left thigh. Still making sure the left knee stays stacked over the ankle. Don't let the knee sag in towards the right side so it makes it a little bit easier to hook the elbow. Because that would just be easy. We're not necessarily going for easy. Next, inhale, bring the torso back upright. Ooh. Arms come down, left knee tucks under, just enough that you can put your hands to the mat for down dog. Hands down, hips lift. Ooh. Find some movement in your pose and settle into the pose whenever you are ready to settle into it. With your next exhale, walk your feet to the top of the mat. So you're into a forward fold. Remember, we're not in a hurry. We're slowing things down. We're just trying to absorb some of that energy from the new moon. On your next inhale, lift up just halfway. On an exhale, hands come down as you fold forward. Step back to down dog. Inhale, lift up the right leg. Lift it up as high as you want to lift it up. On an exhale, take that right foot, step it through. We're going into a low lunge. So right knee steps forward into a lunge, even if you have to grab that foot, step forward, and then left knee comes down. So this is a little bit different than marriage proposal because our hips are pushed forward from the left knee. Taking a breath, reach the arms overhead. This is a little bit more of an end range of motion lunge. So let yourself settle into it. Make this as big as you want. Your body will pull back when it says, no, no more. On an exhale, hands to the mat, step back for down dog. Taking in a breath, lift up the left leg. Lift up as high as you want to lift. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Right knee comes down. Inhale, bring the arms up. Again, we're tapping into a little bit more of that end range of motion. But maybe you don't want to practice end range of motion. You can pull your hips back. Only take this as deep as you want to go. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, down dog. Step or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Lift up halfway. Exhale as you fold. Hang out in your fold. Next, inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms reach all the way overhead. On an exhale, pull your palms together, heart center. Weight goes to your right foot. Left knee lifts up in front of you. So strive to find that balance. Always hard. It's usually not the new moon that messes it up. It's usually the full moon, but we can blame the new moon too. On an exhale, left foot steps back for crescent lunge. Set up just the legs though. So right knee's into the lunge, left heel's high off the mat. We're then going to bring our arms down by our sides, palms face forward. On an exhale, find a hinge forward. So this is really easy to find a variation where you dump your weight onto your right thigh, your upper body weight onto your right thigh. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be strong through the midsection, belly in and up. Find this solid angled line that goes from the back of your head all the way down to the heel of your left foot. Taking those arms, they're down by your sides, but they're starting to lift up and behind you. So chest is lifted. Next, Inhale, come all the way up to standing, palms together, heart center. And we switch sides. Weights to the left foot. Right knee lifts up. Again, striving to find your balance. Right foot steps back. Set up your crescent lunge. Set it up with just the legs. Arms by your sides. Palms face forward. On an exhale, find that hinge forward. So those arms feel as though they're lifting up and behind you. So easy to dump weight onto the left thigh. And you don't want to over hinge forward because that makes it easier to dump the weight. Next, inhale, stand up at the top of the mat, palms together. Next, inhale, arms reach all the way overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Taking in a breath, lift up halfway. Exhale as you fold, hands to the mat, step back for down dog. Taking in a breath, lift up the right leg. On an exhale, step it through. Low lunge again. So left knee comes down, but this time I want you to bring your torso up. We're not necessarily going to take the arms up. So torso's up. Now, I have my left toes tucked under for balance purposes. We're going to do something to throw off our balance, and it's going to push us a little bit deeper into the lunge. So I want you to take your left knee, bend it, bring the foot off the mat. Now, if it's bringing cramps into your hamstrings, shake it out, wiggle it out, find something less intense to do so you could just keep the foot down. But if you can keep the foot lifted, take the left hand, reach back, grab hold of it. That's when I cramped. So once you have that, you have a couple options. So your right hand can stay on the right thigh. You could reach it overhead. Or if you're feeling open through your chest and shoulders, you're welcome to reach back and grab the left foot with the right hand as well. It's all optional what you choose to practice here. I just want your left knee bent if it doesn't cramp your hamstring. Release the foot if you have hold of it. Take your hands to the mat, step back for down dog. Taking a breath, lift the left leg up high. On an exhale, step it through, low lunge, right knee's down, lifting up with the torso. And then all those same options apply. Bend your right knee if you can. If it doesn't cramp your hamstrings, or if it cramps, try to get the cramp out and then go back into it. And then your choice, right hand can reach back, left hand can rest, it can go overhead, or left arm can reach behind and grab the right foot as well. Always with the option, you could put a little roll into the yoga mat to cushion the knee, the right knee. Release the foot, hand to the mat, step back for down dog. step or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Lift up halfway. Exhale as you fold. Hang out in that forward fold. Next, inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms reach all the way overhead. Pull your palms together, heart center. Weight goes into your right foot. Left knee lifts up. Left foot steps back, warrior two. So left foot steps all the way back, left toes turn to point to the left side, right knees into the lunge, lengthening the arms. So we're staying in our poses for a few breaths, especially poses that are a form or variation of a lunge. So take your time. Feel your way into the pose. Assess what changes you might want to make in your pose. Bring in your palms together, heart center. Straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee, lifting the right toes simultaneously. So we're not going to go to full Skandasana. We're just going to go into a side lunge variation. So left knee's bent, right leg's long. There's a little hinge forward. My thighs are shaking. And it's okay if yours are too. Next, inhale, stand up at the top of the mat. And we take it on the other side. So weight goes to the left foot, right knee lifts. Step back for warrior two. Right foot steps back, right toes to the side, point to the side, arms lengthen. Spend time just being aware of what's happening in your body. What changes are occurring? What changes do you need to create to be a little bit stronger in your pose? So the whole purpose of the new moon is to create new pathways, new patterns. Because essentially the moon has restarted its pattern. Palms come together, heart center. Straighten the left leg. Bend your right knee, lifting the left toes. Stay strong and solid with this right knee. Don't let it sag in. It wants to sag in. Don't let it sag in. Making sure you can comfortably breathe. Next inhale, stand up at the top of the mat. Inhale again as your arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Taking in a breath, lift up halfway. Exhale as you fold, hands to the mat, step back, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, we're stepping into lizard. So right foot goes to the right side of the mat. arms on the inside portion. Left knee comes down. So as our arms are on the inside portion of the leg, you can be on palms. If you've got it, you can take it to forearms. You can really choose any variation you want here. Bending the left knee. So you can choose to stay down on forearms if you're there. You can stay on palms, but if you have it within you to take your right hand to reach back and grab your left foot, you're welcome to it. When you reach back and grab that, your right knee might stay upright. It might wing out to the side, and both are okay. So long as you take your toes with you as your knee wings out to the side, knees and toes still need to go in the same direction. And you don't have to grab your foot. You might just have the foot bent, the knee bent, not the foot, the knee bent. Release, taking hands to the mat, lift back into your down dog. Inhale, left leg lift. Exhale, step forward into lizard. Right knee comes down. Your arms on the inside portion of your left leg, and you decide. Palms, forearms, you can be fists, whatever you want here. Adding in the bend into the right knee with the option of left hand reaching back to grab hold. It's a super big shoulder opener, and we did not do a lot of shoulder opening. So if your shoulders are just like, nah, we're good, we don't need to reach back there, that's allowed. That's okay. Release the foot, hands to the mat, lift back up for down dog. Taking in a breath, lift right leg up. On an exhale, pull it through, half pigeon. Left leg goes long behind you. And then you decide. I'm going to give you the choice here. You can take it to a sleeping pigeon, or you can bend your left knee. Left hand reaches back to grab the left foot. At which point, this is a mermaid variation, but you decide. Take a sleeping pigeon or a mermaid variation. Come back to your palms if you're not there already. Lift back up, down dog. Taking a breath, left leg lift. Exhale, pull it through. Half pigeon on the left side. Right leg's long behind you. And then same options apply. Take it into a sleeping pigeon or bend the right knee, right hand would reach back and grab the right foot. Releasing the hands back to the mat if they're not already. Lifting up down dog last time. Bringing knees down to the mat. Swing the legs out in front. Just long enough to roll yourself down on your back. How comfortably easy is that? Once you get down on your mat, on your back, pull knees into your chest. Hug them there for just a moment. And then take a little happy baby. Knees opening up wide. Reach between the knees. Grab feet or ankles, calves or thighs. You can choose to rock side to side or you can stay still here. Your choice. Always, always. Still holding onto the right leg. Let go of the left. Extend the left leg out so it hovers above the floor. And then push through the heel. So flex foot, push through the heel as though someone's pulling on your leg. Pulling on your left leg. Same time, you still have hold of the right, and you're pulling on it, trying to get the right knee closer to the floor. So you feel as though your legs are being stretched in opposite directions. Pull in your left leg, grab hold of it. Release the right leg, take it out so it hovers above the floor. Flexed foot, push through the right heel, and then pull on the left leg. So pulling on the left leg, pushing on the right. Pull in the right leg. Grab hold for happy baby one more time. Release the legs. Knees back into the chest. Hug them in nice and tight again. On an exhale, take both the knees to the right side of the body. Arms are in a T shape. Just giving yourself this opportunity to breathe, and then using the spinal twist as a chance to wring out a lot of those muscles that we strengthened in our practice. So continue to take those full mindful breaths. Next, inhale, bring the knees back into the chest. Hug them there, squeezing in tight. On an exhale, take both the knees to the left side. Arms go out in that T shape so the right shoulder stays down. Taking in a breath, bring the knees back into the chest. Hug them there. Squeezing in nice and tight. This is where you get to really thank yourself for coming into the practice today. Giving yourself this gift that is a yoga practice. And on an exhale, send yourself into a Shavasana. Finding that sweet, sweet, comfortable spot where you can close your eyes. Bringing all of your focus and attention into your breath as you lengthen and deepen your breath. Allowing yourself to relax. And giving yourself the rest that you deserve. Bringing the awareness back into your breath, back into your body. As you start to bring in those little movements into the fingers and toes. And those little movements work their way to ankles and wrists. Rocking the head side to side, and any other movements you need to begin the reawakening process. And rolling to one side of your body into a fetal position. Taking the time to just reassess how you feel. How you feel now versus how you felt at the beginning of the practice. With your next inhale, push yourself up into a comfortable seat. Once you get into that comfortable seat, close your eyes and bring your palms together at heart center. Taking a few more breaths here. Knowing that not just with a new moon should we slow down. We should slow down just because it's a day that ends in Y. We should slow down just because, the sun is shining. We should slow down just because we need to slow down sometimes. Slowing down allows us to reevaluate everything in our lives, the importance of it, and whether we need to make changes as we go. So, with all of the gratitude for joining me in practice today, with everything in me thanking and honoring everything in you, namaste. Survived a Thursday. Are you mad at me now, Jim?
No, and I'm